Welcome everyone to Neverwinter on PC. My name is Rainer and today I'm going to tell you why having extra characters in Neverwinter is quite important. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you would like to see more informational videos about Neverwinter, hit the subscribe button. I'm back everyone. Actually, I came back yesterday, but I had quite a trip back home, so I used yesterday mostly to rest, as you can imagine. During my trip, I did try to answer all of your questions as much as possible. There were still some complaints about the volume, which is odd. I thought I finally tackled that issue. Of course, I didn't have any time to make new videos during this period, but my channel seems to have grown even in my absence, which motivates me to continue where I left off. Well, not literally, since I was working on an enchantment upgrade percentage verification video, and this video is about something else, as I already mentioned. Today the spotlight will be on all the characters which are not your main characters, so-called alts, or as I like to call them, bags. I'm on a bag right now. It's a bit... they're not called bag, they're called invoker in my case, because I also like invoking a lot. But I'm getting ahead of myself. There are many reasons to have bags, and I will try to list the most important reasons. This should give you incentive to open up all of your character slots as fast as possible, preferably during an 80% discount on character slots, where character slots will be 100 Zen, I think, which is about 50,000 AD. The reasons for having bags can be categorized in the following groups. You have AD generation, we have storage space, professions, and invocation. For AD generation, I did make a video about AD farming, but it does belong in this video as well. The last two categories that I mentioned, professions and invocation, usually also fall in the same category as AD generation, but they are a little bit different. But yeah, as I mentioned in my AD farming video, every character on your account can refine up to 36,000 AD per day. Here. Does it say it? No, it doesn't say it at the moment because I did. Oh, here it says 36,000 AD per day. This is per character. So if you have a character that you play on where you get salvage, that salvage typically is either unbound or account bound, which means you can transfer that salvage to one of your back tunes on which you don't play anyway, and use this 36,000 AD to make this rough AD immediately into real AD. So it just means you're not dealing with millions of rough AD anymore. This also means you're immediately benefiting from the AD boost. You can see I have the maximum boost at the moment of 100,000. Because I have so many characters, I always have AD boost on one of them, probably more of them. So I will always have AD boost whenever I'm salvaging something, or whenever I'm salvaging something basically. The second thing you can do in the AD generation category is, well, if you have some leftover time, you could do some random dungeons on each one of your tunes, or maybe a subset. I have given up on that because it's just, I don't have enough time for that. But the first random dungeon per day, random, gives you 9,085 AD plus the 50% from the boost is 14,500 and a little bit of AD, 14,600, and you will get some Seals of the Protector, which you can also turn into salvage. So if you can do this on many toons, it's actually quite a lot of AD you can make. But once again, it takes a while. If you decide to do it, please make sure to equip some of the rare armor on your toons. It's very cheap on the auction house. I will actually show you. I need a head item for my for the toon head, usable by me. I want a level 70 probably. Give me a rare. See, it's 222 AD. And the stats don't really matter that much. Let's just buy this one. Okay. Get it. And we equip it. Alright. So if you do this, you will be self-sufficient in the leveling dungeons. So you will not be in big trouble if people run ahead, don't kill everything, and you're left behind because you're slow. This will also make you quicker because you will get some movements. Let me see what I have here. 361, better than 0. If you don't have equipment, it doesn't work at all. Also, if you have other characters which have the sigils, get them also. The last item in the AD generation category is events. I also mentioned this in my AD farming video. The summer and winter event, for example, benefit from having a lot of characters. You can make a stupid amount of AD there just by having many characters and just doing very basic things on each one of them. I think it's one of the best investments in the game, AD. Character slots. So now we come to the second category, which is storage. This one is quite obvious for most people already. They already use this, but you can move items from your main character to your bags, hence the name, via the shared bank or via the mailbox. This frees up much needed room on your main character. There are 4 bags that are easily obtainable on each one of your characters. The first one is free upon character creation. It's this adventurous satchel. It has 30 slots, and if you have a character, you will automatically have this one. The second one you will get is the adventurous knapsack, which is 18 slots. And you will get in the first area, which is not the Protector's Enclave, in Black Lake District. You will be around level 5 at this point, so you get this one very, very early in the game. The third bag you can get is this embroidered bag of holding, which you can get in the where are the campaigns? In the Benign Order of the Third Eye. This is a very short campaign. You can basically do this in, I think, about an hour and a half or something. And here you can see you can get this bag that has 12 inventory slots. It's not a big bag, but 12 inventory slots. It's better than 0. The third bag you can get for free. The fourth bag, by the way, is an adventurous pack which also has 12 slots, which can be obtained by following the campaign in Never Death Graveyard. I didn't do that one, but yeah, I have another bag. If you have a lot of character slots, this bag can be obtained by purchasing the Dragonborn Legend pack. This pack unlocks the Dragonborn race. It gives all your characters some purple artifacts, so it will benefit all your characters quite a bit. And this bag is 30 slots. 30 slots on each one of your characters. So if you have a lot of characters, it is a 7500 AD purchase. So definitely use a voucher for it, or buy it when a 50% discount is on, or 40%, whatever comes. But yeah, if you have many character slots, it's definitely worth the money. There is another way to get a free bag. You can get more free bags from the Tiamat raid. I think I got one time. But I didn't do the Tiamat raid that much, so I don't know the drop rate for that bag. The bag you can get in the Tiamat raid is called the Dragon Cult pack, and it has 20 slots. So if you do the free quests, so only the free quests that are pretty quick, you will have a total of 72 slots on each one of your bag tunes. If you also have the Dragon Ball Legends pack, that increases the storage to 102 slots per character. Now, you can imagine why storage space is never really an issue for me personally, since I have a total of 52 characters, and only 8 of them, one for each race, are not bags. So I have 44 Invoker tunes, bag tunes. I put all the stuff that's not character bound on them. The next category is professions. Professions is something that does take quite some time to get going, especially if you want to go the leadership way, which I think is recommended. You can make some pretty good AD by making unbound refinement points. Of course, it only starts at level 21 if I'm not mistaken, and getting to level 21 takes quite some time. There are, however, other situations where having more profession slots is quite useful. Think, for example, about the many events in which you can make event items using professions. Professions are one of the easiest way to earn AD in the game, I think. But don't try to level up all your characters at once. It will drive you crazy. I did in the end get all my leadership to 25. I even did some other professions to get this extra slot, but I gave up on that. It takes so long. I just went the road of getting more tunes and not doing the last one here. So that's it for professions. It's not that much, but the last but not least category is invocation. Invocation is something that I am very enthusiastic about. I invoke 6 times on all my characters practically every day. Even during my holiday, I did log in remotely most days to invoke at least once on each one of my characters. Why? Celestial bags. I already made some videos on the drop rates of these bags, and with many characters and regular invocation, I can tell you coalescent wards are not an issue anymore. So I'm talking about these coffers, especially the last one here with the enchanting stones. This one, as I already mentioned in the other video, is a waste because it only contains refinement points, and actually the refinement points, the enchanting stones are also refinement points, and these ones are all more RP. But you can use them in different ways also. This is more RP and more flexibility. So never buy this one, always buy the Celestial Artifacts pack. Other great items that you get in this pack: the superior enchanting stones. Actually all the enchanting stones, you can sell them because they are unbound. The superior enchanting stones are pretty valuable. You can also use them for yourself to upgrade your enchantments or your gear. And of course, we also have the preservation wards. They're account bound, so you can use them on all your characters, all your main characters. Invoking will also give you these celestial bags of refining, which contain one of these 6 items on the top row here. And mainly the moderate mark of potency and greater enchanting stone are 2 very nice, well, the emerald also, by the way, but these 2 are very nice to get, because the moderate mark of potency is basically a free way of getting your enchantments to rank 7. And the greater enchanting stones are very good for upgrading your artifacts and equipment and gear. And the emerald, of course, quite a bit of RP. Now, you will not get many of the moderate marks and great enchanting stones, but you will get quite a lot of emeralds. I made also a video on these celestial bags for the drop rates on this stuff and all the averages and stuff. I don't have it ready at the moment, but if you're interested, look at that one. It's free refinement points on all your bags. You can move your enchantments from your main characters to this bag and upgrade them with the refinement points on this bag and also the reagents on this bag. It's a win-win. You're not losing anything. One additional benefit of invoking is the massive amounts of XP that you get. The XP that you get, if I'm not mistaken, is actually not changed with the XP overlevel changes, where now you only need 100,000 XP to get an overlevel. So this will mean you get an overlevel by invoking every couple of days. I actually have my last invocation still active here, and you will see I'm now on 3.5 of these blocks, and if I invoke my 6th time, you can see I get 3.5 blocks from only the last invocations, 12,000 experience points, which is insane, to be honest. And you will get, of course, the celestial coins for the bags. If you do this invocation on your characters every day, you will get an overlevel every couple of days. And of course, as you know, the rewards on this are also refinement points. I think they are unbound even, so you can even sell that stuff. And there's also XP tombs in there. You can get rough AD. Of course, the drop rate for that has been lowered drastically, but you will have many of these XP rewards on a double enchantment event when you have to open them, of course. So if your character is not level 70 yet, you just started a new bag, make sure to invoke, because you will level like crazy. Just do the quest where you get the bags, invoke, and you will be level 70 in no time. So that's about it. Let me see. Can I see here how much XP it is in total? XP 1000, 2000, 4000, 8000, almost 9 now. 17. Yeah, it's about 30,000 XP for all these. I don't think the boost, the bonus works on this XP, but you will get every 3 to 4 days you will get an overlevel, which is insane. I have 52 characters, so just from invoking I get 52 overlevels every 3 to 4 days. But yeah, even with the lower drop rates on the rough AD, which is about 4% if I'm not mistaken, that would still be 2 times bonus AD every 3 to 4 days, with of course AD boost, so it's 45,000 AD. That wraps up the video for today. If you have any remarks on this video or any suggestions on what to investigate next, feel free to leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.